This week on Machinery Pete TV, it was cold at the Lawrence Crom retirement auction, but the bidding was red hot for this immaculate 6150 Hillco Sidehill combine. A Farmall A that gathered dust is now parade ready. And Pete looks at some of the auction items that got his attention in early 2024.
Your machinery is a serious investment and at the heart of every farming operation. Some call it a passion. We're Machinery Pete TV, and today we'll cover everything from auction roundups to the classics to the latest trends and technology. Machinery Pete, the most trusted name in farm equipment.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support.
Big Iron, rural America's premier online auction site for the sale of used farm equipment.
Hey folks, welcome to Machinery Pete TV. This is, I think, the first time my camera guy, Russ Natusco, has ever been standing on a snowbank while we're filming a show open. But I tell you, 3 rules I've learned over the years, folks. Number 1, when equipment gets to be 10 years old, all of a sudden everybody wants to buy it if it's in good condition. Rule number 2, I call it the rule of 12. Your favorite tractor when you're 12 years old, a good chance that'll be your favorite tractor for the rest of your life. And rule number 3, we're going to test today. Bad weather equals hot bidding. It's 9 below here today, but we've got some beautiful equipment, including a 21 model Case IH 6150 Hillco Sidehill Combine.
All right, thanks Pete. I'm Clinton Griffiths. The continued belt tightening on the farm also continuing to impact farm equipment sales right now. The Association of Equipment Manufacturers has just released its latest flash report, which shows significant sales declines. It shows that in the first 7 months, sales of 40 and under horsepower tractors were down more than 14%. Now they're down more than 8% for the under 100 horsepower two-wheel drive tractors and down more than 6% for the 100 plus horsepower units. Now four-wheel drive tractors appear to be the bright spot, up 5.2%, while sales of combines, they're down 17.6% so far this year. USDA is predicting U.S. farmers will produce a corn crop that has record yields. In its latest forecast, it's calling for farmers to produce 15.1 billion bushels of corn at a record yield of 183.1 bushels to the acre. Now that's up more than 2 bushels from what it predicted just last month, thanks to bigger yields in several key growing states. It's also predicting soybean yields of 53.2 bushels per acre and produce a 4.6 billion bushel crop. And next week at this time, we'll be getting a better look at those crops for ourselves. The annual Pro Farmer Crop Tour kicks off next Monday, August 19th. Now we'll be heading into the fields in Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Minnesota, Nebraska, Ohio, and South Dakota. Each night, crews in the East and the West will meet to talk about the day's samples and share the current yield estimates for each state. And we'll bring you those numbers each night as part of Crop Tour Live on Farm Journal's social media channels and on agweb.com. That's it for news. Now let's check on some recent auctions from around the country. Now back to our host, Machinery Pete.
Hey folks, hang in there with us. Coming up, we got a pre-def semi. I think you're going to want to tell your friends and neighbors about it. It's a beauty, a 2007 Volvo VT64 T800. This thing's only got 144,140 miles on it.
Ag Pro Pre-Harvest Snow Reserve Online Auction, Thursday, August 20th. Sale by Merit Auctions. John Deere financing available on qualified ag equipment items. 5.9% for 60 months, offered through John Deere Financial. 14 combines selling, including 7 John Deere S700 series, from a 22 S760 with 188 hours, a 23 S770 with 12 hours, to 3 S790s. 11 draper heads, 19 corn heads, 27 tractors, including 4 22 Model 8R series. Online bidding at proxybid.com.
Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. You've got to try this. The power of foam is the only way to clean and degrease your equipment.
Simply foam it on, give the foam a few minutes to work, and power wash it off. Cuts grease and your wash time significantly. The foam won't harm electrical sensors or controls. It neutralizes and washes away farm chemicals and is safe to use on most surfaces. Call 888-996-7801 or go online to check out their dealer locator at poweroffoam.com to find the Power of Foam near you.
Join the Farm Journal team for our summer scouting tradition, the annual Pro Farmer Crop Tour. Starting in South Dakota in the west and Ohio in the east, get a front row seat as scouts hit the field across 7 states for a dirty boots look at how the 2024 corn and soybean crops are coming along. You can either stop by a nightly meeting at one of our 7 tour stops near you or tune in to our nightly broadcast. Register now at profarmer.com/register.
Hey folks, I'm here with Mark Crom, son of Lawrence Crom. We're at the farm in Sydney, Iowa, in advance of the beautiful auction with great equipment. And now, Mark, you live not too far away, just up in Randolph,
Yeah,
Iowa?
Randolph, Iowa, about 15 minutes from here.
Okay.
I farm around that area, over by Malvern and Strand area quite a bit. So.
And we're standing next to an 856 here. Mark, we were chit-chatting a little bit. You grew up driving red tractors, maybe this one, and did you say also a 1486?
Yeah, I did, and so I don't know any better. That's what what I did.
And the combine, that 6150 Hillco Sidehill, that's a pretty cool item. I don't run across those every day.
Right. Yeah, that was kind of a big investment. Keep him in new equipment, make the job easier for him,
Right.
I guess.
Tell us about your dad, Lawrence. As a dad and as a farmer, what did you learn from him growing
Well,
up and to this day?
I'd say I'd have to learn a lot of mechanics, and we spent a lot of hours wrenching on these 856s, and so that all helped me down the road, I think.
Right. And you're still smiling as you say you spent a lot of hours wrenching. So
Yeah, I think it's easier now to say it than
Exactly.
back then, but yeah, we did learned a lot of hard work, that's for sure. So.
Well, folks, pre-def, good condition semis, man, have they been red hot here the last number of years. And I tell you, we got a nice one today, an 07 Volvo VT64 T800. This thing's only got 144,140 miles on it.
And now 60, and now 60,000, and now 60,000, 65, 55, here down 60, internet child, 60,000, in 55, here down 60, to the ball 65, 55, here down 60, in 55, here down 60, down to the ball 55, get 57, 50, happy. I'm at 55,000, here down 700, down 50, where y'all in, gonna go, now 60,000, and now 62.5, and now 62.5, and 60,000, here down 25, where 62.5, here's 62.5, get 61, happy, 61,000, here's 60,000, here down, now 2, and 62, 3, and 62, here down 3, down 3, there, and 62, here and 3, internet child, 63, and 62,000, here down 3, down 3, down 63. What's he say, internet? 63, now 64, and now 65, is 64 and 5, 5 he's out again, 65, internet gonna be 5, is 64, here down 5, here 65,000, is 65, down 6,000, is 66,000, now 67,000, and now 67 players, 66, 7, 7 players, 67, and now 67,000, what's he say, kid? 67,000, is 66, here down 67,000. So the truck, $66,000 right here on site. Buyer 36, thank you, sir.
Well, folks, I'm an old Minnesota boy. I love the snow. I grew up in it, and it's kind of fun to stand in a snowbank as we intro a piece of equipment. And I tell you, we got a nice planter here, a 2014 Kinsey 3200 12-row 30-inch. Now, last year in 2023, the average auction price on a 3200 12-row was $35,139.
27 here and 28,000, and 28 now 29, not about 9 there, 28 here and 29,000, internet out, 29, and 28 here and 29, not about 28 here and 29, and 29 now 30,000, not about, gonna be 30, and now 31, and now 31, you 31, and now 32, and 31 here and 2, 2, paradigm, and 31,000 here and 32,000, and 31 here and 2, now 3, and 32,000 here and 33,000, and 32 here and 3, now 34, and 33 here now 4, come on, internet, 34, now 35, and 34 here and 5 here, 35,000, now 36,000, and 35 here and 36,000, internet share, 6,000, and 36,000 here and 37, now 7,000, click the button now, 9. Is 39, out of the 9 player, 39. Is 39, have high speeds in the lead, 38, 39,000. Is 38 here, out of the 9, now 40s, out of the button, 40. And now 40s, out of the 9, 39 here and 40. And now 40,000, internet, click the button, you're out now, 40,000. And now 40s, out of the 40 player, 39 here and 40. I'm at 39,000 here, down 40,000. So the planner your way, Brian, $39,000, put them on buyer number 34 is the buyer, thank you.
Here are a few more items that sold on today's sale. Best way I've seen to fix faded paint? Dakota Shine. Made in South Dakota by Dakota Ag Innovations, a company with a 20-year history of working with top construction equipment manufacturers, now offering Dakota Shine to the farm community to help you keep your equipment looking like new and retain more value when it comes time to sell or trade. Key active ingredient from corn, soy derivatives. Order online at dakotashine.com or visit your regional farm stores to pick up your Dakota Shine today. What's that piece of equipment worth? Check out Machinery Pete's auction prices for the answer. Free to view, updated daily, all types of equipment. Go to machinerypete.com and click on the auction tab, then auction price data. Hey folks, I'm here with Tom Schramm, Schramm Auction Incorporated out of Gretna, Nebraska. Now Tom, you've been in the auction biz how many years?
Oh, 25.
25. So you've seen the ups and downs.
Yes, we have.
Of the market. And what is your gut telling you right now as we come up on this sale, but here early in 2024, kind of how the machinery market, how folks are feeling?
Well, I mean, we're certainly looking at the commodity prices, corn and soybeans in this area, and we're $2 lower on corn than what we were a year ago.
Right.
However, if you go price new equipment and the price of that, I think it's going to hold this good low-houred used one-owner equipment up, like on this retirement farm sale we're having tomorrow. So,
well, that's what our data is showing.
yes.
For sure, that the price of new. I remember Tom standing at a sale 25, 30 years ago and watching, maybe a combine sell for 150, 200,000, and people saying it can't go any higher. And here we are, 2024, and a new combine costs what it does, and these tractors. But it does kind of make focused demand on the nice used stuff, doesn't it?
Yes, because you mentioned a combine. Well, you're talking between $1.5 and $750,000 for a new combine, or more maybe.
Right.
It depends on how it's spec'd.
Right. And this Maxim 150 here with only 140 hours on it, 3 years old, it's a like new tractor.
Yes, it is, and like I said, it's loader ready. It's all you have to do if you want to put a loader on it is buy a loader and put on it. And no, this is certainly very, very nice one owner, low-houred equipment here tomorrow.
Hey folks, welcome back to Tractor Tales. This week we have a very special story for you with a tractor with a World War II connection. A 1940 Farmall A from Iowa. Beautiful, but an amazing story behind it, Larry. Tell us how you came upon it.
It was in 2001, came upon a consignment sale going on in a lot, and I walked around and I stumbled onto this tractor. It had a good 1/4 inch thick layer of caked dust all over the whole thing. You couldn't see any paint on the top sides. The lights were all covered, everything was generator, everything was covered. You couldn't tell what it was actually, except it was an A Farmall. And I got the bid and he said sold, and a middle-aged man ran up there and really adamant he wanted to buy the tractor from me. And first I told him no, and then I got inquisitive and I asked him why he was so adamant about buying it. And he told me the story that a young man in the early 40s had bought the tractor and was going to, I don't know, he's going to start farming or something. Anyway, this young man was about the same age as this man's dad. And he got drafted into service in World War II, became a casualty, and never came home. The tractor was in a building, the neighboring farm of theirs, and in storage for over 60 years. Never moved.
But when you got it home to the farm and kind of cleaned it up, I mean, this is not restored right here.
Oh, it's original.
It's original.
It's all original. I'm sure that the fact that it had that layer of dust on or dirt on it actually preserved the paint.
Hey folks, stick around. It's been quite a while since we featured a Sidehill combine on Machinery Pete TV, and I tell you, got a beauty today, our feature item. It's a 21 model case size 6150 Hillco Sidehill. It's only got 321 step hours on it. The only way I've seen to safely clean aluminum grain on stock trailers is Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner from Dakota Ag Innovations. With over 15 years of proven performance cleaning all types of aluminum, the results speak for themselves. Dirty, stained, and discolored aluminum trailers don't stand a chance against Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner. Safely improve the appearance of your aluminum trailers at home and make a statement with Bright Plus. Order today at trailercleaner.com or find Bright Plus Aluminum Cleaner at a farm store near you.
Got equipment to sell privately but tired of scams and hassles? Visit MachineryPete.com and click Sell Mine. MachineryPete.com, the simple and secure way to buy and sell equipment online.
All right, folks, the weather today doesn't exactly say harvest time, but I tell you, our feature item, we got a beautiful combine here, a 2021 case size 6150 Hillco Sidehill. It's only got 321 step hours on it. Now, over the years, these Sidehill combines, I've seen them go both ways at auction. I mean, the buying pool is lower, fewer folks looking for them, but they're very hard to find. So it's time to find out what this baby's going to break.
Hit 220, out of the 20 higher, 220. Hit 220 here, 25. Hit 225, out of the 5 higher, 225. Hit 220 down, here down, out of the 5 down, 30. Hit 230, out of the 30 higher, 230. And now 230, out of the 30, now 35. Hit 235,000. Hit 235, now 240. And now out of the 40 higher, 240. Now 45. Hit 245, out of the 5 here, now out of the 45. Hit 245, out of the 5 here, Brian out on the phone, 245. Hit 240 down, here down, 5, out of the 5 here, 245. And now 250, and now 50, now 60. I'm a 250 new fire, broke out 260,000. You guys are all out. 260,000. It's 260, now 270, pound of the 170 fire. I'm 70 now to 80. 280 pound of the 80 fire. I'm 280 pound of the 80 fire, 280. Now to 80, now 90. I'm 290 pound of the 90 fire. I'm 280 fire down to the 90. Now 300,000, and now 310. I'm a 300 here down to the 10, 10. Got 10 of the together, 310, sir. It's 310, 10 of the 10 fire, 310. You're all out, Brian. Where you at, Tim? Way in the back. 310. 310. 310. And now to the 10, 10, gonna be 10 out of the 310. And 310 down to the 310. Now 320, Tim. 320. And 310 here down to the 20 down here down to the 320,000. And 310 here down 320. To the 20 fire, 310, 320. Yeah, 310 here down to the 20 fire, 315. Help me, Tim. 315. 315, down to the 15 fire. I'm a 310, here down 15, for the 15 fire, DML's here, 315,000. I'm a 310, here down for the 15 fire, yes or no, we gotta go, guys. I'm a 310, here, 315,000. Y'all in, get go, 310, 315, what about you, 315? 315, down to the 15 fire, DML's here, 315. 310,000 right over here. Buyer 78, buyer 78, thank you.
Well, folks, the feature item on the sale today, kind of fun to watch a Hillco Sidehill combine sell at 21 model. Case size 6150, only 321 step hours on it. Came in at $310,000. That is the 4th highest auction price I've ever seen on a 6150.
Well, folks, since the calendar flipped to 2024, I tell you, I've seen some very interesting auctions. And let me highlight one in particular for you. So this sale was January 30th, an online sale by United Edge Real Estate and Auction Company out of Edgerton, Ohio. And the equipment was from the area. Now let's start off with the highest price item on the auction. This never been to the field 2024 John Deere N540C 40-foot air seeder with 7.5-inch spacing. So for $245,000. And if we talk tractors, boy, I tell you, good condition, slightly older four-wheel drives have been red hot. Another example here, this 1997 Case IH 9330 row crop special, 7,157 hours on it. It had 3-point and 1,000 PTO. So for $60,000. Now, if we stay pre-def, this 2006 Case IH MX305, 2,953 hours on it, so for $122,000. Now, that's actually the third highest auction price ever on an MX305 with at least 2,900 hours. And we'll wrap up tractors with a classic here for you. How about this 1970 Farmall 826 Gold Demonstrator? Only 5,365 hours on it. So for $24,000, fifth highest auction price I've ever seen on an 826. But I think we'll save the best for last, folks. How about this? An International 815 Combine. Just don't see many of these around anymore. And this one was only showing 727 hours on it. Now it's sold without any heads for $2,750, and that's actually the fifth highest auction price I've seen the past 24 years on International 815, but it's the highest in nearly 9 years.
Well, all you viewers of Machinery Pete TV down south, hey, we took the bullet for you this week, being outside here 9 below zero in Sydney, Iowa, but I tell you, totally worth it. Beautiful line of machinery for Lawrence and Mary Lou Crom, and fun to watch that 6150 Sidehill sell for $310,000. We'll see you back here next week. Now, hopefully, it might even be a little warmer.
It better be.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. Big Iron, rural America's premier online auction site for the sale of used farm equipment.